Here's some troubleshooting tips when you're trying to stamp your French manicure and an honest review of the Maniology stamping plates. My first tip is use a acetone resistant base coat under these because they sometimes can be really easy to mess up. So if that happens to you, like it did to me a bunch of times, make sure you're using an acetone resistant base coat under this. Pretty much any gel top coat will do it for you. But yeah, that way you don't mess up your base color. I'm just going to take this off real quick and then I'll show you my next tip, which is to use a sticky base coat of some sort for stamping. Because these are kind of big sheets of stamp, the pieces that are hanging off are going to stick to the stamper and try to peel the rest of it off. So sticky base coat helps that a little bit. And then my other tip, which also helps that, is try and find like a little corner and then you can peel off from that corner so that your sheet of French stamp comes off all in one big piece. So I'm going to go in with my sticky base coat. And while that is drying, I'm going to show you another tip, which is to measure your nails and figure out exactly which of these sizes you need to use. If I size a little bit too small, not like super small for my nail, but just a little bit on the smaller sides, it's super easy to touch up the edges and then go back in with a little brush so that the middle gets a very nice smile line there, less of like a flat line. I don't know, some people might prefer this, but I really like it nice and curvy like that. If you stamp this way, it seemed like I was kind of smushing the polish around in there, like by touching it with the stamper. So I switched to this direction, and I think having, less distance on either side, that the stamper wasn't supported by the, raised part of the metal. Just it made it a little bit easier to pick up the stamp. I didn't mess up the polish as much. I'm still getting a couple of like little spots that aren't picking up perfectly, but that's fine with me. I'm using this mostly to get as perfect of a smile line as I can, and then I can go back in with the polish and touch little pieces up if I need to. If you're having trouble lining it up perfectly, you can rest the stamper on your finger, get it nice and perfectly lined up before you like push it down all the way. And then I'm just going to go in with this no smudge top coat. I got this out of one of the Maniology starter kits. Definitely love that they include a non-smudging top coat because after I laid down this gorgeous stamp, I really do not want to mess it up. And then we are done. And I've got some gorgeous little pink and white Frenchies. I love these. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was amazingly easy. I did try out a couple of different designs too for a different video and I had no problem with them at all. I think these French ones were just because they're so big, I was having a little bit more issues with them. But in the end, I love the result and I think I would probably use them again because like, look at that French. It's so perfect. Like, I could never paint that myself. So, but yeah, a little bit of a learning curve, but once I got the hang of it, 10 out of 10. So yeah, if you guys are trying this out, I think the order of operations is definitely an acetone resistant top coat, then the sticky base coat, and then stamp. And then you can go in with a little bit of acetone on a brush and clean everything up if you need to, and you won't mess up your base color. But yeah, those are my tips. Hope they're all helpful. Maniology sent me all this stuff, and I do have a promo code if you guys want to try it out too. Check it out. It's Sabrina at Maniology.com. They have a bunch of different kind of stamping plates. So yeah, use my code for 10% off on their site and also help support my small channel. So I really appreciate you guys. If you like my content or if you just want a discount on some nail stuff, make sure you use my promo code Sabrina. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you around.